Your body needs over a dozen minerals to survive. If even one drops too low, things break. Your heart, your brain, your bones, your energy. So today, we're cutting the fluff and explaining every single mineral your body depends on, what it does, and the strange symptoms you get when you're missing it. Iron, the oxygen mover. Iron is one of the most important minerals in your body. Its job is simple but vital. Carry oxygen through your blood. Iron is part of hemoglobin, the protein that makes blood red. Every breath you take depends on it doing its job. When you don't get enough iron, things fall apart fast. You feel tired, weak, dizzy, and cold. Even your brain slows down. That's because your cells are basically starving for oxygen. Low iron is one of the most common mineral problems in the world, especially for women. You can find iron in beef, liver, beans, lentils, spinach, and fortified cereals. But here's the twist. Your body absorbs iron from meat much better than iron from plants. So Popeye might have been stronger if he ate a steak instead of a can of spinach. Calcium, the bone builder. Calcium is the mineral your body uses the most. About 99% of it lives inside your bones and teeth, acting like the scaffolding that keeps you standing upright. The remaining 1% works behind the scenes, helping your muscles contract, your heart beat, and your nerves send signals. But here's the catch. If you don't get enough calcium from food, your body will steal it from your bones to keep your heart and nerves working. Over time, this weakens your skeleton, leading to brittle bones and fractures later in life. You'll find calcium in milk, cheese, yogurt, fortified plant milks, almonds, and leafy greens. But calcium isn't a solo act. Your body can't absorb it well without vitamin D. So calcium is the builder, and vitamin D is like the contractor that tells it where to go. Magnesium, the master mineral. Magnesium is like the body's backstage crew. You don't see it, but nothing works without it. It helps run over 300 enzyme reactions, including muscle movement, nerve function, energy production, and keeping a steady heartbeat. When magnesium is low, your body sends warning signs: muscle cramps, stress, trouble sleeping, and constant fatigue. In extreme cases, the heart can even fall out of rhythm. Most people today don't get enough magnesium thanks to processed food and low mineral soil. You'll find magnesium in nuts, seeds, whole grains, dark chocolate, and leafy greens. And unlike some minerals that are picky, magnesium plays nice with others, especially calcium and potassium, helping keep your muscles relaxed instead of locked up like a rusty hinge. Potassium, the fluid controller. Potassium is the mineral that keeps your fluids, nerves, and muscles in balance. It works closely with sodium, like a push and pull system, to control your heartbeat, blood pressure, and muscle movements. When potassium is low, the signs are hard to miss: muscle weakness, fatigue, cramps, and a heartbeat that feels off. In serious cases, it can even lead to dangerous heart problems. Most people who eat a lot of salty or processed foods are low on potassium without realizing it. You can find potassium in bananas, potatoes, beans, oranges, tomatoes, and leafy greens. Think of potassium as your body's electrician. It keeps the wiring stable so your signals don't short-circuit. Sodium, the signal sender. Sodium often gets a bad reputation, but it's essential for life. It helps your nerves send signals, keeps fluids in balance, and works with potassium to control muscle movement and blood pressure. The problem isn't sodium itself, it's too much sodium. Modern diets are loaded with it, especially from processed and packaged foods. When sodium levels run wild, the body holds onto extra water, which can raise blood pressure and strain the heart over time. When sodium is too low, you can feel dizzy, confused, and weak. Your muscles may twitch and your brain can't fire signals the right way. So the goal isn't no sodium. The goal is the right amount, most of which should come from whole foods, not salty snacks. Zinc, the repair mineral. Zinc is your body's fix-it mineral. It helps repair cells, heal wounds, support your immune system, and even plays a role in taste and smell. Without zinc, your body struggles to fight germs and recover from damage. Low zinc levels can lead to slow healing, hair loss, weak immunity, and a poor sense of taste or smell. In children, a long-term deficiency can even stunt growth. Zinc is small but mighty. You can find zinc in meat, shellfish, beans, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Your body doesn't store zinc well, so you need a steady supply. Like topping off a fuel tank that empties faster than you'd expect. Iodine, the thyroid's fuel. Iodine is the mineral that powers your thyroid gland, the tiny organ in your neck that controls your metabolism, energy, body temperature, and growth. Without enough iodine, the thyroid can't make its hormones and the entire system slows down. Low iodine can lead to fatigue, weight gain, a puffy face, low body temperature, and brain fog. In extreme cases, the thyroid can swell, forming a goiter. Iodine deficiency is still a major problem in some parts of the world, especially where soil levels are low. You'll find iodine in iodized salt, seaweed, fish, dairy, and eggs. It doesn't take much. Your daily requirement is tiny. But without it, your body can't keep its engine running at a normal speed. Selenium, the antioxidant shield. Selenium acts like your body's rust protection. It helps stop cell damage by fighting harmful molecules called free radicals. It also supports your thyroid and immune system, making it a quiet but powerful defender. When selenium is low, you may feel tired, foggy, or run down, and your immune system can weaken. In severe cases, deficiency can affect the heart or thyroid. On the other hand, getting too much selenium can be harmful too. So balance is key. You can find selenium in Brazil nuts, fish, eggs, whole grains, and meats. Fun fact, just one Brazil nut can provide most of your daily selenium needs. It's one of the few minerals where more is definitely not better. Copper, the support mineral. Copper helps your body use iron, form red blood cells, and build connective tissue. It also supports your immune system and plays a role in brain development. While you don't need much copper, you do need it working in the background. Low copper can lead to anemia, weak bones, and trouble with memory or coordination. On the flip side, too much copper can be toxic, so the body keeps a tight balance. You can find copper in shellfish, whole grains, nuts, beans, and organ meats. Most people get enough without trying, which is why copper deficiencies are rare, unless there's a problem with absorption. Phosphorus, the energy assistant. Phosphorus is the mineral that works with calcium to build strong bones and teeth, but it also has another major job, helping your body create and store energy. Every cell in your body uses phosphorus to power itself. Low phosphorus is uncommon, but when it happens, it can cause weak muscles, bone pain, or fatigue. On the other hand, too much phosphorus, often from processed foods and sodas, can throw off calcium balance and weaken bones over time. You can find phosphorus in meat, dairy, nuts, beans, and whole grains. Since it's in so many foods, most people get more than enough without thinking about it. Manganese, the metabolism helper. Manganese is a trace mineral that helps your body process carbs, proteins, and fats. It also plays a role in forming bones and protecting cells from damage. You don't need much of it, but it quietly supports your daily energy and metabolism. Low manganese is rare, but if levels drop too low, it can lead to weak bones, poor growth, or trouble with metabolism. On the other hand, too much manganese, especially from contaminated water or workplace exposure, can be harmful to the nervous system. You can get manganese from nuts, whole grains, leafy greens, and tea. Since the body only needs tiny amounts, most people hit their daily target without even trying. Chromium, the blood sugar assistant. Chromium helps your body use insulin, the hormone that controls blood sugar. It doesn't get much attention, but without chromium, your cells have a harder time absorbing glucose for energy. That can leave you feeling tired and out of balance. A chromium deficiency is uncommon, but low levels may lead to poor blood sugar control, fatigue, or cravings. Some people think chromium supplements can melt fat, but research shows the effects are small. It's a helper, not a miracle worker. You can find chromium in whole grains, broccoli, potatoes, nuts, and meats. Even though you only need trace amounts, chromium plays an important supporting role in keeping your energy steady. Fluoride, the tooth protector. Fluoride is best known for its role in protecting teeth. It helps harden tooth enamel, making it stronger and more resistant to decay. Because of this, many communities add small amounts of fluoride to drinking water and toothpaste. Low fluoride isn't usually dangerous, but it can lead to weaker enamel and more cavities. On the other hand, too much fluoride can cause mild discoloration of teeth or, in rare cases, bone issues. Like many minerals, balance matters. You can get fluoride from toothpaste, fluoridated water, tea, and some seafood. Most people get enough without thinking about it, especially if they brush twice a day like their dentist begged them to. Molybdenum, the detox assistant. Molybdenum is a trace mineral that helps your body break down toxins and waste products. It activates enzymes that process sulfur, alcohol, and chemicals from food. You don't feel it working, but it plays a quiet role in keeping your system clean. Deficiency is extremely rare, but without enough molybdenum, the body can struggle to break down certain amino acids and toxins. Too much, however, can lead to joint problems. Though this is also rare, you can get molybdenum from beans, lentils, whole grains, and nuts. Because it's easy to find in common foods, most people meet their needs without effort. Chloride, the fluid balancer. Chloride works with sodium and potassium to keep your body's fluids in balance. It also helps maintain proper acidity in your stomach so you can digest food. Think of chloride as part of the plumbing system that keeps everything flowing. Low chloride is uncommon, but it can happen with severe vomiting, dehydration, or certain medications. When levels drop, you may feel weak, dehydrated, or dizzy. High levels usually come from the same causes that raise sodium. You can get chloride from table salt, sodium chloride, seaweed, tomatoes, celery, and olives. Since it often comes bundled with sodium, most people get plenty. Sometimes even too much. Sulfur, the protein stabilizer. Sulfur helps your body build and protect proteins, including keratin, the stuff that makes up your hair, skin, and nails. It also supports your liver as it processes toxins, making sulfur a low-key supporter of both beauty and detox. Since sulfur is found in many protein-rich foods, deficiencies are rare. But if levels drop too low, it may lead to weak hair, brittle nails, or slow healing. Most people never have to think about sulfur because it tags along with amino acids in food. You can get sulfur from meat, fish, eggs, garlic, onions, and legumes. If it has protein or a strong smell, sulfur is probably involved.